Good day, I'm Norhanie Panandigan and I'm going to discuss about e-waste and inequality and global digital divide. So, e-waste and inequality. The mention of inequality in this realm involve e-waste or electronic waste, which is listed with all sorts of hazardous and toxic materials. The reason is that developed countries much prefer to ship hazardous materials out their domains and away from their population. We live in a technologically fluid era where devices such as cell phones, computer, televisions, and many more have become part of our lives. But when these devices stop serving their purpose and are thrown by us, using improper disposal method and could affect many lives on Earth soon. Example, sira yung TV mo, then ipapalit mo siya sa bagong TV set, then you might think that they will recycle the old product. Pero hindi lahat ng factory ay nagre-recycle. Sometimes, instead of recycling the old product, they burn the parts to gain materials like gold, coppers, and many more. And during this process, this part emits harmful elements such as hydrocarbons and brominated dioxide and other heavy particles into the air, which is ultimately inhaled by humans and animals. So this is what we can do. Avoid throwing away broken and outdated device. Instead, ipamigay mo ito sa friends mo or relatives na pwedeng kumuha na baka may magawa pa sila doon. So if you don't have to pass them on, you can take them to manufacturers company who will recycle them. So second is make people aware of it. You can arrange an e-waste drive in your school, colleges to educate them about the proper disposal of electronic waste. So now let's move on global digital divide. It exists between developed and developing countries, urban and rural populations, young and educated versus older and less educated individuals, men and women. Consequences of the digital divide include isolation, which can affect mental health, educational barriers, as post-secondary education, increasing moves online, and worsening gender discrimination. For example, we have developed country and the developing country. Let's say this is the United States and this is the India. So, United States, they are well advanced in regards technology and economy. But just because they are rich, it doesn't mean that it's safe to live there. In India, there are millions of people living in slums. But remember, India was the first to detect water in the moon in 2009. So it doesn't mean that developing countries, they don't have nothing to offer.